Lesson 1, Grocery Shopping.
Morning, Anna. I just went grocery shopping. I bought some chicken, rice, bread, and a few other things. What about you?
Hey John, I went shopping too. I picked up some milk, it's great for making smoothies. Did you get anything else?
I also grabbed a few apples and some vegetables. I wanted to make a nice stir fry this week.
That sounds delicious. I love stir fries, they're so quick and easy to make.
Absolutely. And with all the fresh ingredients, it's healthy too. What did you end up getting?
Besides the milk, I got some eggs, flour, and a few other baking supplies. I'm in the mood to do some baking this weekend.
Ooh, homemade baked goods are the best. Let me know if you need any taste testers.
You got it. I'll be sure to save you a slice of whatever I end up making.
Sounds like a plan. I can't wait to see what culinary creations you come up with.
Lesson 2, Racing the Clock.
Hey Anna, we need to hurry if we want to make it to the movie on time.
I know. Let's get going, I don't want to miss the start.
Alright, let's hustle. Hopefully we can make it in time.
Yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed. I hate being late for the opening credits.
Me too. The previews are the best part. I don't want to miss them.
Exactly. Okay, I'm ready to go. Lead the way, speedster.
You got it. I'll drive as fast as I can without breaking any laws.
Haha, good call. Safety first, even if it means risking a few minutes of the movie.
Definitely. Alright, let's do this. Time to put the pedal to the metal.
Lesson 3, Unforgettable Vacation.
Hey Anna, how was your vacation? I heard you went on a big trip.
It was amazing, John. Absolutely unforgettable. I had such a wonderful time.
That's great to hear. Where did you end up going?
I went to Italy. It was my first time there and I fell in love with the country.
Italy, huh? That sounds like an incredible journey. What were some of the highlights?
Oh gosh, where do I even start? The food, the architecture, the history, it was all so incredible.
I can imagine. Italy is known for its rich culture and stunning scenery.
Definitely. I visited Rome, Florence, and Venice, and each city had its own unique charm.
Wow, you really got to see a lot. I bet it was an experience you'll never forget.
Lesson 4, Exciting News.
Hey Anna, got a minute? I've got some exciting news to share with you.
Of course, John. What's going on?
I just found out that I got a promotion at work.
That's fantastic. Congratulations, that's such great news.
Thanks, I'm really thrilled about it. It's been a lot of hard work, but it's paid off.
Well, you definitely deserve it. You've been putting in long hours and doing an amazing job.
I appreciate that. It feels good to have all that effort recognized.
Absolutely. This is the kind of opportunity you've been working towards.
Exactly. I'm excited to take on the new responsibilities and challenges.
Lesson 5, Superstitions Galore.
Hey, Anna, did you hear about that unusual superstition actors have?
No, what is it? I'm always fascinated by the strange superstitions people have.
Well, apparently, they believe that saying good luck to an actor before a performance is actually bad luck.
Wow, that's really odd. I wonder where that superstition came from.
I'm not sure, but it's quite a peculiar one. Actors are a superstitious bunch, aren't they?
They certainly seem to be. I guess they have to be, considering the high pressure nature of their profession.
Absolutely. It's almost like their way of trying to maintain some control over the unpredictable world of performance.
That makes a lot of sense. Superstitions can be a comforting coping mechanism in stressful situations.
Exactly. It's quite fascinating to learn about the unique superstitions different professions have.
Lesson 6, Exploring New Worlds.
Hi, Anna, I heard you've been exploring a new city recently. How was that?
Oh, it was amazing, John. I had such a fantastic time discovering all the hidden gems in this new place.
That's great to hear. What were some of the highlights of your city adventure?
Well, I stumbled upon the most charming little cafe with the most delicious pastries. And the architecture was just breathtaking.
Wow, that sounds lovely. I love exploring new cities and uncovering those unique, local treasures.
Me too. It's such an exhilarating experience. The sense of adventure and discovery is unparalleled.
I can imagine. There's something so refreshing about immersing yourself in an unfamiliar environment.
Absolutely. It really opens your eyes to different ways of life and perspectives.
Definitely. I'm glad you had such a wonderful time exploring that new city. It's always good to step out of our comfort zones.
Lesson 7, Traveling for Work.
Hey Anna, I'm heading to London for a business trip next week. Have you been there before?
Hello, John. Yes, I have. My sister lives in London, so I visit her quite often. The city is amazing, you'll love it.
That's great, I'm really excited. Where does your sister live? Is it near the city center?
She lives in the Soho neighborhood. It's a very lively and vibrant area. Lots of great shops, restaurants, and nightlife.
Awesome, that sounds perfect. Do you have any must-see recommendations for me while I'm there?
Definitely check out some of the iconic landmarks like Buckingham Palace, Big Ben, and the Tower of London. And don't miss out on the incredible food scene.
Good to know, thanks for the tips. I'll make sure to explore as much as I can during my stay.
You're welcome. Let me know if you need any other London advice as you plan your trip.
Will do, I appreciate it. This is going to be a great experience.
Lesson 8, Morning Routines.
Good morning, Anna. How do you usually start your day?
Morning, John. After I wake up, I like to do some light stretching and yoga to get my body moving.
That's a great way to start the day. What do you do after your stretching routine?
Next, I'll hop in the shower to fully wake up. I find that a refreshing shower really helps me feel energized.
I'm the same way. A nice hot shower is essential to get me going in the morning.
Absolutely. What about you? What does your morning routine look like?
Well, I usually grab a quick breakfast, maybe some yogurt and fruit, before heading out the door.
That sounds like a well-balanced way to start your day. Having a consistent morning routine is so important.
I agree, it really sets the tone for the rest of the day. My mornings are pretty simple but effective.
Lesson 9, Company Information.
Hey Anna, did you know our company, XYZ Corporation, has a new contact number?
No, I didn't know that. What's the new number?
It's 123-456-7890. We want to make it easier for customers to reach us.
That's good to know. I'll make sure to update the contact info in my records.
Great, thanks. We're really focused on improving our customer service this year.
That's an admirable goal. Providing excellent customer support is crucial for any business.
Absolutely. Our company values customer needs above all else. We're always looking for ways to enhance the experience.
That's wonderful to hear. I'm sure your customers will really appreciate the increased accessibility.
I hope so. We're doing everything we can to make XYZ Corporation the top choice in our industry.
Lesson 10, Customer Surveys.
Anna, I wanted to get your thoughts on something. How can we conduct more effective customer surveys?
That's an interesting question, John. Gathering valuable customer feedback is so important.
Exactly. We need to make sure we're capturing the right information to understand their needs.
Well, I think the key is to keep the surveys concise and focused. Ask specific, targeted questions.
Good point. We don't want to overwhelm customers with a lengthy questionnaire.
Definitely not. And it's crucial to make the surveys easily accessible and convenient to complete.
Absolutely. Maybe we could offer an online survey option in addition to paper forms.
That's a great idea. Online surveys tend to have higher response rates these days.
Agreed. And we should provide some kind of incentive for customers to participate.
Lesson 11, Weekend Plans.
Hey Anna, do you have any fun plans for the weekend?
I'm actually going out with some friends tonight to celebrate the end of the work week.
That sounds great. Where are you all going?
We're going to try this new trendy cocktail bar that just opened up downtown.
Nice, that should be a really good time. I'm a little jealous, I don't have any plans yet.
Well, you should join us. The more the merrier. I'm sure the group would love to have you.
Oh, I wouldn't want to impose. It's your girls' night out.
Nonsense, you're more than welcome to come. It'll be a fun way to kick off the weekend.
Alright, you've convinced me. What time should I meet you all there?
Lesson 12, Summer Jobs.
Hey Anna, I heard you got a summer job this year. That's great. What kind of work are you doing?
Morning, John. Yes, I'm working at a local cafe this summer. It's been a really fun experience so far. I get to interact with all sorts of customers and learn how to make different coffee drinks.
That sounds like a perfect summer job. I wish I could find something like that, but all the good positions in my town were taken.
Ah, that's too bad. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll find something. Maybe you could try looking for odd jobs or lawn work in the meantime?
You know, that's not a bad idea. A few of my friends have been doing lawn mowing and dog walking to make some extra cash. I might have to look into that.
Definitely. Those types of jobs are super flexible, and you can often find them through word of mouth or by posting flyers around town.
Great, thanks for the advice. I'll have to get on that. So, how are you liking the work at the cafe so far?
I'm really enjoying it. The customers are friendly, and I'm learning a lot. Plus, the free coffee is a nice perk.
I bet. Well, I'm glad you're having a good experience. Hopefully, I can find something just as fun for my own summer job.
Lesson 13, Reliable News Sources.
Morning, Anna. Have you been keeping up with the news lately?
Hey John, I try to, but it can be hard to know what to trust these days. There's so much information out there, both true and false.
I know what you mean. It's important not to solely rely on social media for news, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Social media can be a breeding ground for misinformation and sensationalism. I try to stick to reputable news outlets for the most up-to-date and reliable information.
That's a smart approach. I've found that cross-checking stories across different credible sources can help weed out any biases or inaccuracies.
Exactly. It's essential to get a well-rounded perspective and not just read the headlines. What are some of the news sources you trust the most?
I tend to go with a mix of national newspapers, public radio, and a few respected online journalism sites. They generally do a good job of fact-checking and providing context.
Those sound like great options. I'm glad we're on the same page about the importance of consuming news responsibly. It's so easy to get caught up in the hype these days.
Couldn't agree more. Well, I'm glad we had this chat. It's good to know there are others out there who value reliable information.
Lesson 14: Customs and Souvenirs.
Hey Anna, how was your trip to the coast? Did you bring back any souvenirs?
Oh, it was wonderful, John. I did manage to pick up a few little things at the customs checkpoint.
That's great. What kind of souvenirs did you get?
Well, I found a nice set of local pottery pieces that I thought would make a nice addition to my collection. And I grabbed a couple of t-shirts with the city's logo on them.
Ah, nice. Pottery and t-shirts are always good souvenirs. Did you have any trouble at customs?
Not too much, thankfully. I did have to declare a few of the items, but the process was pretty straightforward.
That's good to hear. I remember the last time I traveled, the customs agents were a bit more strict about what I could bring back.
Really? What kind of issues did you run into?
Well, I had a few small wooden figurines that they almost didn't let me keep. Apparently, there are some restrictions on certain types of natural materials.
Lesson 15: Payment Plans.
Hey Anna, can we talk about the payment plan for that new furniture you were looking at?
Sure, John. What are your main concerns about it?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out the best way to budget for the monthly payments. Do you know if they offer any flexible options?
From what I understand, they do have a few different payment plan choices. I think the standard one is 12 monthly installments.
Okay. And is there any way to pay a larger down payment to reduce the monthly costs?
Yes, absolutely. I believe if you put down 20 to 25% upfront, that can lower the monthly payment quite a bit.
That's good to know. And what about interest rates? Do they have any plans with 0% APR?
I'm not entirely sure about the interest rates. That's definitely something we should ask about when we go in to finalize the purchase.
Sounds good. I want to make sure we're getting the best deal possible, you know?
Lesson 16, The Longhorn Cattle.
Hey Anna, did you know the Longhorn cattle used to be famous for their bad temper and aggressiveness?
Whoa, really? I didn't realize those gentle-looking cows had such a feisty reputation.
Yeah, the Longhorn was actually considered a pretty dangerous animal back in the day. They had those long, sharp horns that could do some serious damage.
Yikes, that's not the mental image I had at all. I always pictured longhorns as these docile, slow-moving creatures.
Well, they may have looked that way, but they were actually quite aggressive, especially the bulls. Farmers and ranchers had to be really careful around them.
That's so fascinating. I wonder what caused them to be so temperamental. Was it just their natural instincts as wild animals?
From what I've read, it was likely a combination of factors: their strong survival instincts, their territorial nature, and the harsh environment they lived in. Those horns were a pretty effective defense mechanism.
I can imagine. It's hard to believe these days, seeing how calm and gentle most domesticated cattle are. The longhorn must have been quite a sight to behold back then.
Absolutely. They were truly formidable creatures, which is probably why they become such an iconic symbol of the American West.
Lesson 17, The Trials of the Past.
Morning, Anna. Did you know that in the past there were some unusual trials people had to go through to prove their innocence?
No, that's really interesting. What kind of trials are you talking about?
Well, one example was the ordeal by fire. If someone was accused of a crime, they would have to hold a hot iron or walk on hot coals to prove they were innocent.
Wow, that sounds incredibly dangerous. I can't imagine having to do that just to show you didn't do something wrong.
I know, it's pretty wild. Another one was the ordeal by water, where the accused would be tied up and thrown into a river or pond. If they floated, they were guilty, but if they sank, they were innocent.
That's absurd. How is drowning a fair way to determine someone's guilt or innocence? Those trials sound more like torture than justice.
Exactly, they were totally unreliable and unfair. I'm glad we have a more modern justice system now, even if it's still not perfect.
Me too. Can you imagine having to go through something like that just to prove your innocence? It's a good thing those outdated practices are a thing of the past.
Yeah, no kidding. I'll take our current court system over trial by fire or water any day.
Lesson 18, Exploring Travel Options.
Hey Anna, I'm starting to plan a big trip for next year. Do you have any suggestions on where I should go?
Oh, that's exciting. Where were you thinking of traveling to?
I'm honestly open to anywhere. I'd love to explore some new destinations I haven't been to before.
Well, there are so many great options these days. Have you considered somewhere in Europe? I heard Spain and Italy are beautiful.
Europe does sound nice. What about Asia? I've always wanted to visit Japan or Thailand.
Those would be amazing choices too. Different travel options like flights, trains, or even cruises could work depending on where you want to go.
That's true, I'll have to look into the pros and cons of each. Any other must see spots you'd recommend?
Ooh, Costa Rica has incredible nature and wildlife. Or maybe somewhere like Iceland to see the northern lights. The possibilities are endless.
Lots of great ideas. I'm getting excited just thinking about it. Thanks for the suggestions, it's really helpful as I start planning my big trip.
Lesson 19, A New Europe Emerges.
Did you catch the news about the changes happening in Europe lately?
No, what's going on over there? I haven't been following the international news as closely.
Well, one politician was saying that a new Europe is emerging out of the ashes of the war.
Interesting, I wonder what that means for the future of the continent. Were there any details on what this new Europe will look like?
He mentioned that younger leaders are starting to take charge, bringing a fresh perspective. But he also acknowledged it won't be an easy transition.
I can imagine. Rebuilding after a major conflict is always a complex process. Balancing the old and new must be quite a challenge.
Absolutely. The one member did say he's optimistic though, despite the difficulties ahead. He believes this could be an opportunity to create lasting change.
That's good to hear there's some positivity amid all the uncertainty. A chance to build a better, more stable Europe for the future generations.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be fascinating to see how it all plays out over the next few years. This could be a pivotal moment in European history.
Lesson 20, A Safe and Fun Adventure.
Alright, Anna, I've got all the details worked out for our big trip next month. Are you still in?
Absolutely, I can't wait. Where are we headed again?
We're going to rent an RV and drive through the national parks out west. I think it'll be an amazing adventure.
Ooh, an RV trip, that sounds like so much fun. I've always wanted to try that. As long as we have a safe and reliable vehicle, I'm on board.
For sure, safety is the top priority. I made sure to get a well-maintained RV that's equipped for all kinds of terrain.
Excellent, that's a relief. And we'll have plenty of room to pack all our gear and supplies, right?
Definitely, plenty of storage space. We'll be able to bring everything we need without having to worry.
Perfect. I'm so excited to explore the great outdoors and make some fun memories together.
Me too, it's going to be a blast. We're going to have an unforgettable time on this trip, I just know it.
Lesson 21, Trying New Things.
Hey Anna, I wanted to get your advice on something.
Of course, what's up?
Well, I've been wanting to learn a new language, but I'm a little nervous about it. Any tips?
Learning a new language can definitely be intimidating at first, but don't worry. It's totally doable.
That's good to hear. I know it'll take a lot of practice, but I really want to give it a try.
That's a great attitude to have. The key is to not be afraid to make mistakes. The more you immerse yourself, the faster you'll pick it up.
That makes sense. I guess I'm just worried about sounding silly or not being understood.
I get it, but try not to worry too much about that. People will appreciate the effort, even if your pronunciation isn't perfect at first.
Okay, that's reassuring. Any other advice for a language learning newbie like me?
Lesson 22, a tasty treat.
Hey Anna, did you hear that the new ice cream shop just opened up downtown?
No, I didn't. I love ice cream. What flavors do they have?
They have all the classic flavors, plus some unique ones like lavender and Earl Grey tea.
Earl Grey tea ice cream? That sounds intriguing. We should definitely check it out.
Absolutely. I'm in the mood for something sweet. Plus, it's a great way to beat the summer heat.
Sounds perfect. Shall we go after work today?
Sounds like a plan. I'll meet you at the shop at 6 p.m.
Great, see you then. I can't wait to try the new flavors.
Me neither. This is going to be a delicious adventure.
Lesson 23, Wildlife Wonders.
Hey Anna, did you hear about the whale watching tour they're offering down at the docks?
No, I didn't. That sounds amazing. I've always wanted to see whales in their natural habitat.
Me too. And apparently, they sometimes spot dolphins as well during the cruise.
Oh, wow. That would be incredible. I love dolphins, they're such fascinating creatures.
Exactly. And the tour guides are supposed to be really knowledgeable about the local marine life.
That's perfect. I'd love to learn more about the wildlife in our area.
Same here. Shall we book a spot on the next tour?
Definitely. I'm so excited to see what kinds of amazing animals we might spot.
Me too. This is going to be a really cool experience.
Lesson 24, Dinner and Delight.
Hey Anna, how about we grab dinner tonight?
That sounds wonderful. Do you have a particular place in mind?
I was thinking we could try that new farm-to-table restaurant that just opened up.
Ooh, that sounds delicious. I've been wanting to try their menu.
Same here. I heard they have some really unique and seasonal dishes.
Perfect, let's definitely go. I'm in the mood for something fresh and flavorful.
Awesome. Shall we say 7 p.m.?
Sounds good to me. I'm really looking forward to it.
Great, it's a date then. This is going to be a wonderful evening.
Lesson 25, Art Gallery Marvels.
Hi Anna, have you ever been to an art gallery? I'm always amazed by how artists can recreate the world on a canvas.
Yes, I love visiting art galleries. The attention to detail and the use of color is truly impressive.
Exactly. The way they capture the essence of a scene is just captivating.
I agree. It's like they have the ability to bring their imagination to life.
Definitely. I find it fascinating how artists can evoke such strong emotions through their work.
Absolutely. Each piece tells a story, and you can really feel the artist's passion and vision.
Definitely. I could spend hours just studying the brushstrokes and techniques.
Me too. It's like a window into the artist's mind. I always leave feeling inspired.
Absolutely. Art galleries are such wonderful places to explore and appreciate the human spirit.
Lesson 26, Hiking Plans.
Hey Anna, how about meeting at the trailhead at 9 a.m. for our hike?
Perfect, that sounds great. I'll see you there.
Awesome, it'll be nice to get out and enjoy the fresh air.
Definitely, it's been a while since we've gone on a hike together.
Absolutely, this will be a nice change of pace from our usual routine.
I agree, it'll be a great way to clear our minds and reconnect with nature.
Definitely. We should pack some snacks and water to fuel us on the trail.
Good idea. I'll bring some healthy options so we can refuel during the hike.
Sounds like a plan. I'm really looking forward to it.
Lesson 27, Room Maintenance.
Excuse me, Anna, can I talk to you about my room for a moment?
Of course, what seems to be the issue?
Well, I've noticed that the air conditioning unit has been acting up lately.
Okay, let's take a look and see what we can do to fix that.
I'd really appreciate it. It's been getting pretty warm in there.
No problem, I'll send someone to take a look at it as soon as possible.
Great, thank you. I also wanted to mention that the light bulb in the bathroom needs replacing.
Noted, I'll make sure that gets taken care of as well.
Wonderful, I really appreciate you addressing these maintenance concerns.
Lesson 28, Surprise Party Planning.
Anna, I wanted to talk to you about the importance of secrecy for the surprise party.
Absolutely, I understand the need for discretion. We don't want to ruin the surprise.
Exactly. I'll create a simple invitation and send it out to the guests.
Perfect, that way we can ensure everyone is on board with keeping it under wraps.
Definitely. The last thing we want is for the guest of honor to find out before the big day.
I agree. We'll need to be very careful with our communication and planning.
Definitely. I'll make sure to emphasize the need for confidentiality with the guests.
Sounds good. I'm excited to pull off this surprise party and see the look on their face.
Me too, it's going to be great.
Lesson 29, Invitation Design.
Anna, what do you think about a simple, gray design for the party invitations?
I think that would look very elegant and sophisticated.
Agreed, let's steer clear of anything too flashy or distracting.
Definitely, we want the focus to be on the surprise, not the invitation itself.
Exactly. I'll keep the wording brief and to the point as well.
Perfect, that way the guests won't have too many details to potentially slip up on.
Absolutely. Let's head to the store and see if we can find some nice cardstock options.
Sounds good, I'm excited to get these invitations out and set the wheels in motion.
Me too, this is going to be a party to remember.
Lesson 30, Gardening Tips.
Hey Anna, do you have any tips for growing a healthy garden?
Well, the key is using the right soil and fertilizers. Do you have a specific setup in mind?
I'm still figuring that out. What kind of soil or fertilizers would you recommend?
For best results, I'd suggest using a nutrient-rich potting mix or compost. And a balanced, slow-release fertilizer can really help plants thrive.
Good to know. Do you have experience with any particular brands or products?
I've had great luck with organic materials like aged manure or bone meal. But you may want to test your soil first to see what nutrients it's missing.
That's a smart idea. I'll have to look into getting a soil test done before I start planting anything.
Definitely, that will give you a good baseline to work from. Let me know if you need any other gardening tips.
Awesome, thanks Anna. I appreciate all the helpful advice. Can't wait to get my garden going.
Lesson 31, Spicy Adventure.
Hey Anna, did you try the new spicy dish at the restaurant last night? I couldn't handle it, my mouth was on fire.
Morning, John. No, I didn't try the spicy one, I went for the milder option and it was so flavorful. You should have gone for that instead.
Ah, I should have listened to your recommendation. I don't do well with anything too spicy.
That's a shame. The mild version was just perfect, not overpowering, but really delicious.
Next time, I'll stick to the non-spicy dishes. I can't handle the heat, even if it's supposed to be good for me.
Fair enough. Some people just can't take the spice. There's no shame in that.
Exactly. I'll leave the spicy adventures to you. I'm happy with my mild and flavorful meals.
Sounds good to me. More spicy goodness for me then.
Enjoy it. I'll stick to my safe and delicious options.
Lesson 32, Sharing is Caring.
Hey Anna, do you happen to have a pen I can borrow?
Sure, John, here you go. I always carry a few extras, just in case.
Thanks, you're a lifesaver. I can never seem to keep track of my own pens.
No problem at all. Do you need a reusable one or just a regular disposable?
A reusable one would be great, if you have one to spare. I'm trying to be more eco-friendly.
Absolutely, here's a nice one you can keep. It's good quality and refillable.
Perfect, this is exactly what I need. I really appreciate you sharing with me.
Of course, I'm happy to help. Sharing is caring, right?
Definitely. I'll make sure to return it to you once I'm done. Thanks again.
Lesson 33, Booking the Trip.
Hi Anna, I need to book a room for my trip next week. Do you have a minute to help me?
Sure, John, happy to assist. How many nights will you be staying?
I'll be there for 3 nights. Could you check for availability and the best rates?
Let me take a look. Okay, I found a few options that fit your dates and budget.
Great, can you send me the details? I want to make sure I get it booked as soon as possible.
Absolutely, I'll email you the information right away. Just let me know which one you'd like to go with.
Perfect, thanks so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to help me out.
No worries at all, that's what friends are for. Just let me know if you need anything else.
Will do, thanks again Anna. I'm looking forward to this trip.
Lesson 34, Feeling Fit.
Hey Anna, I've been feeling so much better since I started exercising regularly.
That's wonderful to hear, John. What kinds of changes have you noticed?
My stamina has really improved, and I'm sleeping better too. It's been great.
That's fantastic. Exercise can do wonders for both physical and mental health.
Absolutely. I've also noticed my stress levels are down, which is a huge bonus.
That's so important. Reducing stress is crucial for overall well-being.
Definitely. I'm really glad I made this a priority. It's made a big difference.
I'm happy for you, John. Consistency is key, but it sounds like it's paying off.
It really has. I'm feeling so much more energized and focused.
Lesson 35, Seeking Recommendations.
Hey Anna, I've been thinking about getting a new laptop. Any recommendations?
Oh, that's great. I just got a new one a few months ago. I love it.
Really? What model did you get? I'm not sure what to look for.
I got the XYZ model. It's been fantastic, great battery life, fast performance, and nice display.
That sounds perfect. What do you like most about it?
The speed is the best part. It boots up and loads programs so quickly. The battery also lasts all day, which is really convenient.
Awesome, that's exactly what I'm looking for. I'll have to check that model out. Thanks for the recommendation.
No problem. Let me know if you have any other questions. I'm happy to help.
Will do. I appreciate it.